Hey, welcome to my video. I would say welcome to my page, but this is actually the only video I've ever done on YouTube, so I'm a little bit nervous today because I'm jumping in on a big one. um, I wanted to talk about alopecia, which is really hard, and it's really, really hard for women. And it's just something that we don't really talk about. We don't really tell our friends about it. Our hairstylists know, but we have to go privately to our hairstylists. If we go to a hairstylist, I'll start with my journey and where I started. Back in my younger days, in my 20s, I used to model. Not anything fancy, didn't make a lot of money, but I would do a little runway stuff. I did a few posters, like beer posters and stuff. That was back in the day in the 80s when I had really big hair, which I'm sure didn't help with this because the big hair was, the Bon Jovi style big hair with the big rat comb and all that and everything. And I noticed my hair kind of started falling out. It was lightly falling out back in the day. But my mom has alopecia, and she's always had thinning hair. Like, she doesn't have thinning hair in spots. It's just hereditary. She's got very thin hair all up in here like a man would have. And I happen to inherit that from my mother. Thanks, Mom. Not one of the things that I wanted from her. But my mom was never subconscious with it. I mean, she and my dad were married for like 45 years before my dad died. She's never going to date. She has no desire to do that. But she's always been just very thin. I'll try to pop a picture of her in here. And she's never had a subconscious about it. She always felt just that's who she is. But growing up, I was always very shapely, very, boobs, bikinis, thong bikinis, very subconscious about who I was. So I really didn't start having a problem with it until probably about 10 years ago. I'm 53 now. I still do online modeling stuff, but my hair loss started about 10 years ago, and at that point I just started wearing ponytails. And I tell you, when I was in my 20s, I actually went to cosmetology school to try and figure out how to keep my hair because I didn't want to go in the direction in which my mom was going. So I had heard all along about the minoxidil shampoo, if I'm saying it right, and then the Rogaine. And I tell you, I did not want to commit to Rogaine. But if I would have known that Rogaine, I knew that Rogaine was a lifetime commitment. But I didn't want a lifetime commitment. I'm not a lifetime commitment type of girl. I didn't want to put it on every day. I didn't want to deal with that and everything. But if I would have known more of the facts that Rogaine actually keeps your hair in your head, at least that's what I've been told so many times by so many people, that's why it's a lifetime thing. So my husband actually just got over COVID. We had COVID back in October, and he's noticed he's got a beautiful head of hair. He's just losing hair by the handful now, and that is a sign of COVID. And I know several people that are losing it, and I was like, well, crap, I got it too. But anyways, not that that helps my hair, but now I have my husband using the minoxidil shampoo, and then he's also using Rogaine, and I'm doing head massages, scalp massages on him. So I used to just, probably about 10 years ago, I just started wearing my hair up in a little ponytail on top of my head. I was getting the male baldness up in here, and it's hereditary, and it was just like from this here. And so I just started pulling all of my hair up, and I would wear my hair up in a ponytail like this and flip it over, and then I got all the little elastic hairband things and just put pretend hair up and everything. And then probably about 3 years ago, I decided, I actually had a girlfriend who, her hair is pretty thin and it grows really slow. I don't want to miss this either, but I actually had a hair transplant. That's been probably 5 years ago now. We spent a bloody fortune on it, and it didn't help. I mean, my hairstylist still tells me, she's like, oh, look at all those baby hairs that are growing. I'm like, yeah, but baby hairs don't help if I've got no hair. I probably would have need $50,000 in order to get a hair transplant that would have made a difference on my head. But anyways, back to my girlfriend. My girlfriend was walking down the street a few years ago. It's been probably, I think, 3 years ago. And she saw this beautiful African-American woman, and she had this full head of hair. And my girlfriend runs up to her, and she's like, oh, my God, I would love to have your hair. And she's a hairstylist, and she said, well, come in. I can give you this kind of hair. So my girlfriend and I started going to a and I hope I don't offend people in saying this. I really hope I don't. And I'm just going to refer to it as a black hair salon. Black women all worked in there. Rarely ever did white people come into the salon. So my friend started going into the salon, and she started getting the weaves done. Ladies, I'm going to tell you, and I hope I don't offend people or make them angry by saying this, but to be a white woman, it costs a lot of money to be losing your hair. I have several colored friends, and they had all been trying to push me into getting the weave and the enclosure and all of that stuff done and everything. And that's just a way of life for colored women. And this is the way they live. They live with wigs. They know wigs. They know all these things. And I tell you, to be a white woman and to go buy a real hair wig with natural real hair, it's $2,000. It's more than $2,000. I mean, it costs a ton of money to be a white woman. But I tell you, this colored woman that started to do my girlfriend's hair, she started ordering the hair for her. And I mean, so every 3 months she has to go in and get new hair done. And it costs about $400 to get a weave done at a black hair salon. Whereas at a white hair salon, you're going to pay a freaking arm and a leg. And it's just, I can't put it any differently than that. And then also one of my colored girlfriends, she said, you know what, start going to the beauty supply places that cater to black women. I got this wig there just about a week ago. It's natural real hair, and it was $100 on clearance sale. So that's the direction in which I'm going to start looking. So anyways, so I have been doing hair weaves and extensions for the last 3 years. And when I go into the salon, for some reason, all of the hairstylists turn their clients to the center. So we don't see the mirror and we don't see what's happening and all that stuff, which is really good because the shock factor just, I mean, it kills me. It really does. I'm very much a beach girl and I'm an activities girl and I love to get out and everything. And it's hard going into a salon where I don't have any hair and everyone is facing the center of the room. Well, it just so happens about a month or so ago, I had a hair appointment. And let me tell you, the hair that I have grows like weeds. I mean, my hair grows so freaking fast, and my nails do. I just don't have any hair. So here's the problem that I had with weaves, is I had to go in every 7 weeks. So my girlfriend, who has really thin hair, her hair doesn't grow very fast at all, and she can go in every 3 months and she can get her hair done. So generally when we go in every couple months, it just costs about $200 just to have it sewn up. You know, they shampoo your head and then I guess they tighten it. Like, I don't know how because I never face the mirror, so I don't know how they do that. But they just tighten it up, and then you can go in like another few weeks, and then they'll take it out and they'll shampoo you, and then they put in new hair and stuff like that. So, but my hair grows so fast, I had to literally go in every 7 weeks and have it taken down and put back up. So every 7 weeks it was costing me about $200, and then I could only wear the hair for 2 to 3 times. So then after that, I'd have to buy new hair, which is about $500. So that to me is really adding up. So we had a snowstorm about a month and a half ago, and the girl that I see, she's booked. I mean, everybody in that salon is like booked up. And then due to COVID, they're sharing days and stuff like that. So I was scheduled to go in and see her and get my hair taken down, but we had an ice storm here, and so I had to cancel. So I got with her, and she said, well, I can fit you in 4 weeks. And I tell you, I could literally put my fingers underneath my hair and move my hair up and down. And now this is causing breakage because it's heavy, right? So she couldn't get me in, and I called around and nobody could get me in because we'd been having a few days of horrible weather. So she messaged me and she said, well, I can get you in 3 weeks. I'm like, holy crap. Okay, so I did it. And I had this huge play in my hair where I could pull it and it's going back. And I always like to have my bangs a little bit longer when I get it done, because if I have them down to here, by the time my hair grows out, it's they're up to here. So I at least still have attractive bangs, but I could literally just pull my hair back and forth. So I couldn't wait anymore. So we were probably a week before the visit, and I told my husband, I'm like, just get your scissors and cut it out. I just need it out. I mean, I just feel it's so heavy, and I just felt like it was just weighing the back of my head down. My neck was killing me because it was so heavy, and I had it long like this, you know. So I trusted my husband with little snipper scissors, and he cut all of it out. And then when I got it out and finally got the cornrows out, I was just running my fingers through my hair, and my hair was just falling out in clumps. It was just disgusting, and it was oily, and it was just falling out in clumps. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. And it's such a big, um, it's a hit to your psyche. It's a hit to your ego. It's just like, so I took the wigs off, or I took the weave out and the enclosure out and everything. I did love the security, and I tell you, I'll just say it, sex-wise, I mean, it just felt a lot more comfortable and a lot more secure when I was with my husband, that my hair wasn't falling out. We've been together for 15 years, and he's like, I love you whether you have hair or not. And he's like, just shave your head. And he's just, for the last month, he's just been saying, shave your head, just shave your head. You've got like a dozen wigs that were all synthetic that I used to play with, you know, back in the day. But they were getting really nappy and stuff like that. So I think I've done enough research that I'm going to shave my head today. I've kind of learned different things and different tactics, and what I'm finding is I got these these little bands, and I tell you, I tried a couple different ones, but this seems to be the one that I like the most. And I put that on, and you have to do it to where the rough part is in the front, because if it's silky in the front, then your wigs are not going to stay, but it's got to have like a rough thing. And you just put it on your head, and you put it underneath your hair, and it just velcros in the back, and it stays. That's been working out fine for me, but I keep feeling it riding up in the back, and I'm very conscious about that. So it's like all day long I'm just fighting with this thing to pull it down, and fighting with the straps just to keep it down, and now it's like bothering my ear, and I'm very much noticing that I'm wearing a wig right now. So I did get this cap, which I'll show you when we go in and take it off before I shave my head. I got this cap that looks like this, that you could tuck your hair under. I really like that too, but still at the same time, now I have this cap that's holding my hair in, which is really hot too. I'm 53, so, you know, I'm still getting hot flashes and stuff. So all this is really hot to me. So this little cap that I'm wearing now, it's still riding up in the back. And my girlfriend said, well, bobby pin it. So I've tried bobby pins, and next thing I know, I'm finding bobby pins all over the floor because they're just not popping out, or they're popping out and they're just not staying secure. So I decided I'm going to take the plunge today and shave my head. I did find this glue that everyone seems to be talking about, that to me is just like, I want to be more safe and more secure in my everyday needs, that it's not going to go away. And this glue is called Body Adhesive, or It Stays Body Adhesive. It's a gentle roll-on, so I'm going to give this a try, because this is just, I'm aware of it all the freaking time. And it's winter time, and you wear coats, and the coats ride up in the back too. So I did learn that this stuff, you need to store it upside down, because if not, it dries out, the roller. So I got it on Amazon. It was very inexpensive. I should have gotten the double that was on it. All right, so anyways, I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready to do this. Okay, let's do it. All right, so here we are. We're in the bathroom. I'm really nervous about this. But I tell you, here's the thing. It's like, before, when I had the weave in and the enclosure in and everything, I was never subconscious about me. But even when my hair was slipping, I wasn't subconscious about it. But now I tell you, I get home and I don't want to wear it anymore. So I literally have like a bob wig that's just like a little toss throwaway. It doesn't fit fancy. It doesn't do anything like that, you know, and it's just, it's a short, it's having dinner, it's sitting at the TV watching TV with my husband, and it's in my head. It just feels better knowing that I have something on. So as soon as I get home, I put that on, because I don't want to look in the mirror. You have to go to the bathroom, and I sit in the bathroom and I walk in and I'm like, oh shit, I'm like, oh crap, that's my mom. And I don't want to be my mom. Not that anything's wrong with my mom, but it works for my mom, but it doesn't work for me. So I don't want to, I just can't, I can't even look in the mirror when I'm wearing my own hair. So you want to know what my own hair looks like? This is a really vulnerable part. So there's my wig. Took this pretty girl off. I got her on sale for $100 at the beauty supply house, and she's real. But here we go. That's my hair. It's gone. There really is nothing there. And I don't want to look in the mirror and look like this. So it's really difficult. When I took my extensions out, I just grabbed scissors and I just put it in a ponytail and I whacked it off. It was all down to the middle of my back. And I have hair from here down and it's usually pretty thick, but I think cutting it out just destroyed it. So I am going to get ready to shave it all off. Ready? Let's do this. I'm so nervous and scared. Here we go. Hope I have enough charge in the razor. Oh wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. I think this is very freeing. It's invigorating and it's my choice. I would rather be a sexy bald woman than someone that doesn't feel good in my own skin. I can't believe I'm doing this. And my mom just had cancer. And I should have done this with her. She went into the salon and had it done. So I should have done it in the stance for my mother. It's not too late. I could still probably do it. Oh my God, this feels awesome. And I'm the type of person, I don't get intimidated by people. I don't let other people, what their thoughts and opinions are. It doesn't freak me out. Not that I would ever wear this, but my friends all know what's going on. And I walk in with a new wig, and they're like, oh my God, you look like Cher. I'm like, okay, really? Wow. I can't believe I did this. Oh my God, this is wonderful. Okay, so I might need some touch-up. Yeah, look at me, I'm excited. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for watching me shave my head. And who knows, maybe I will start my own bald wig channel. Anyways, thanks for joining me.